You said, out of my sons, he said, you are the most anointed, but you are the most foolish, and you have a great promise. Listen, you are leaning on your own understanding. Where God is taking you, what you have will not get you there. When Prophet Angel told me that, I looked at him, I said, Papa, don't give up on me. I will correct it. From that day, my mouth went zip. I'm going to show you something that let me hopefully I get the old man. Hopefully I get the old man. Let me see. Hopefully I get the old man. This is deep. I want to show you something. Papa? I'm good. I am live. I wanted to say something. And I think you can remember this story. So you remember when you visited Los Angeles a few years ago?
Yeah.
So we are in the hotel room and lots of other sons and daughters are in the room. And you began to teach us about heavenly things. And you were saying a lot of things. And I kept interjecting and I kept saying things and I kept trying to be like, wow, I was saying a lot. And I remember you stopping everyone. And you stood me up. You said, Lovy, stand up. I stood up. You said, out of my sons, you are the most anointed, but you are the most foolish. There's more than 2,500 people watching. He said, you are the most anointed, but you are the most foolish, and you have a great promise. Listen, you are leaning on your own understanding. Where God is taking you, what you have will not get you there. I bowed my head, I said, Papa, I'm sorry. From that day, my mouth went zip. Quiet.
And I said, you cannot fill a cup that is already full.
Yes. Sorry, Papa. I just wanted to get you on and just disturb you for a second. Thank you. Love you. This is in 2014. In 2014. Those who don't know, that's Prophet Angel. The reason why the senior prophets love me is because I can be corrected. Another one that told me the same thing is Papa also said, Lovy. You are not talking with your mouth, but you are talking with your mind. Quiet down. I could. You guys think I haven't been whooped? I've been whooped. I have been whooped. I want to show you what not leaning on your understanding looks like.
Help us today.
You know, I like to do these things with evidence. I don't like to say things that you think, Papa.
My son, in whom I'm well pleased.
I receive, Papa. Papa, I'm doing good. I'm actually live, but I wanted to get you to say something. This one, I'm being completely vulnerable and honest. So I want you to tell me 100%. If I'm lying, you can say I'm lying.
You have never lied. That's it. What is it?
In 2016, do you remember we were in the car? And while we were in the car, you are teaching me something. And while you are teaching me, I kept, prophetically, you told me, Lovy, you're talking too much. Not just with your mouth, but your mind is all over the place. Do you remember that, Papa? Hello?
I lost it. You said I was in the car.
We were in the car together, and you are teaching me something. And while you are teaching me, you stopped and you said, Lovy, you're talking too much. And you're talking with your mind too much. Do you remember? I know you're laughing.
It sounds like me 100%. I can't remember. Keep going.
It's extra deep.
Extra.
It's extra deep. Sorry?
I spoke about you talking from your mind.
Yes. You said your mind is all over the place and your mouth also, but definitely your mind.
Did I spoke about talking from your heart?
Yes, you are telling me my mind is everywhere, and if I cannot truly listen, I cannot go anywhere. Do you remember telling me that?
Yeah, I remember now.
And you're telling me you're extra anointed, you go far, but this thing will cause you to be shipwrecked. Do you remember that, Papa?
I gave you a verse.
Yes.
Be slow, speak,
Yeah.
and speak.
To listen. And then after you saw me 2 weeks later, I was so quiet, you even looked, you said, now you are a man of God. You're with Mama Lily in the car. Do you remember that?
Remember that.
Okay, thank you, Papa. That's all I wanted. I receive.
You had to remember.
Of course I do.
I was telling Mama, there's one thing about Prophet Lovy. When you talk to him, you seem as if he's not listening. But next thing you see him applying everything you have said.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa.
Yeah, deep.
I receive, Papa.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Be okay with being corrected. It is love. It is love. If you are ever corrected and you complain, you have ways to go. I just showed you an example. These fathers, they love me because they know if they tell me something, I'll do it. If they rebuke me, I'll embrace it. When Prophet Angel told me that, I looked at him and said, Papa, don't give up on me. I will correct it. I was embarrassed. Everyone is sitting there, and already at that time, there were other spiritual brothers and sisters who were undermining me, looking at me, laughing at me because nothing was going well in my life. There was one even who came a few months ago, last year, that came and grabbed a seed in his hand and looked at me and said, if I had known this is what God put inside of you, I would have never treated you the way I treated you. Please forgive me. I would have been a partaker of this grace. I say, you're my elder brother. Those things are, anytime somebody comes to tell me, I'm sorry I did this, I say, those are past things. I brush it off. He said, no, you have to, because for me, once I let go of something, my conscience is clear. I don't need you to come and tell me sorry for my mind to change concerning you. I let go of it. I let go of it. I don't need to replay it. I don't need to hear it. No, I'm good. My conscience is clear. I do everything I can. When you're with me, you talk about somebody, I'll tell you, hey, don't do that. If they did this, express it, or if you're asking me for advice, cool. But don't make it about what you're making it. Stop. Don't do that. Love correction. Correction is beautiful. Some